Yo, what's happening? What's happening? We are trying something new today. I don't even know if this is gonna work. As you can see, the camera setup's a little different. I've got my Photoshop open up. What's up, Lars Leonhard? Hopefully, I'm saying that right. How you doing, man? We are back and in effect. Hopefully, you guys had a good time today at the Pork Extravaganza. What up, George Peter? Welcome. Let me see if I got to bring this over here. Welcome to the panel, man. How you doing?
Greetings, greetings. I have a bone to pick with you, sir.
A bone was
Yeah,
a pork bone.
yeah. I tried to get in on the action, and my wife said, "What's with all this bacon?" I said,
Oh,
it's a big thing that's going to go live." And she's looked at me with a raised eyebrow. She says, "Put the bacon back.
oh man.
Eat your vegetables."
Eat your vegetables. It went and did that to you, did they? Let's welcome Twitless into the house. What up, Twitless? How are you? I think your mic's on mute, Twitless. I want to say what's up to the folks in the chat. We got In the Disguise, Anthony Perone, Michael Green, Lock It Up, Matt Cisco, Anonymity T, Eric McIntyre, Ordinary Eyeball Drew. I'm hoping and praying that this does not crash in any sort of way. What's up, Pop Frega? How are you?
Good.
It took me a while to get this set up. I'm trying something new here, something I haven't really done too often in Streamyard, which is to do a drawing stream. I had to grab my old Cintiq to get it popped in here. My other Cintiq only works with a certain operating system, and that one ended up crashing hard. And it's got a hacked kernel in it, so I don't even know how I'm going to fix it unless I just restore the entire drive. What's up, Hands of Sin? Michael Acker doing? How you doing, man? Jason Krager, hello. So let's try something. I'm gonna turn over here and see if this works. So both of these things are going to be going at the same time. Tell me if you guys can see this. You can see the cursor moving. So right now I'm going to be in profile. If I draw up a torso, you can see the torso going. You can
Nice.
see. So this is working. You guys can see that, okay?
Yep.
Oh,
Looks
great, man. Is that you, Twitless?
This is. Hey, how's it going, Dan?
I'm doing well, man. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Hey, I clicked a link on Twitter and suddenly I'm here. It's like Alice falling into Wonderland.
Yeah, it's crazy. The format on my show is it's a little different. Hey kids, hold on a second. I'm gonna hit mute real quick while I yell at my children. Hold on.
Go for it.
Greetings, Mr. Fraga.
Hey, how you doing?
How's the weather in your part of the woods?
I'm near San Francisco. It was pretty much overcast today. I think it hit. Let me see here. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Here we go. Lily Bell wants to say hi to you, Grandpa.
Okay, hold on a sec. Hi, sweetie pie. How you doing?
You're drawing on that?
Yeah, I'm drawing on this. I finally got it to work, man.
63 degrees here right now.
RC says, back Black Flag today because you're a great creator and a great person also. RC, thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate it. In a Disguise says, how far to Bunny Suit? We could find that out. I'm going to see what I could do about bringing some stuff over to that screen. So this is a whole new setup that I'm doing. So I'm not even sure if it'll go over there. There we go. Yeah, it did. It went right over there.
It's so magic.
We're at $90,245, which is really incredible. That means we're less than 10,000 away from wearing the pink bunny suit. I got the pink bunny suit behind me. I've also got the little booties. They feel really good, man. What's up? I borrow ideas. Hail Smiling Bandito. Hail Comic Book Scrapyard. Thank you for the congrats. He says, oh yeah, I got to move this over here. Gets confusing because I have two screens going now. This is something that is very different from usual. 6 figures, young lady. That's what we're aiming for. We are less than 10,000 away. We're at 900. Let's see, $9,755. I gotta do crazy math, but we're at 1,100 backers, which is just incredible.
Nice.
Yeah, let me see about this. So, Twitless, what are you up to tonight, man? Happy Saturday to you.
Hey, well, I'm working on my own comic book stuff here in the background a little bit, and I'm wasting my time on Twitter.
Wait, yeah, I do that too. I try not to get into craziness. Somebody was asking for Gorilla, so I'm gonna delete that out and show you essentially how I do Gorilla. I'm gonna teach you guys how to draw Gorilla. I think what I'll do is I'll just start with the shape of his face. Let me zoom in so we get a nice thing. So when I draw Gorilla, I think of this like a circle, which is the main part of his head. Here's a divider. I put the eyes right about there, and then there's another circle that comes up in here. I'm drawing this super loose. Cheekbones that come in here. I lay the nose there. Usually the mouth comes in here. Put the brows like so. And then usually from here I'll go and detail them, but the ear goes here. The backwards cat comes up in here like that, and he's got big thick neck and big bold shoulders. Always got a cigar. He's always popping it out the left side, even though it's not a cigar. It's not a cigar, guys. It's something a little different than a cigar, but it's definitely combustible. And it slows his crazy brain down, and that it keeps him smart, because when he gets too wild, he gets too wild. So that's essentially how I set up. That's how I set up a gorilla head. If I reduce the opacity down, you'll see I'll bring the opacity down. This is something I was telling somebody about on Twitter, where it's almost like tissue paper. I'll come in here and then I'll zoom in on this. What's up, Harrison?
Hi, I'm just getting paper.
You getting paper? Okay, be careful. Don't unplug anything. There's a lot of cables. Yeah. Don't. Okay, careful on that computer too. A lot of stuff happening. What's up, Rooster Puncher? What's up, Tomba? What about? How are you, Skull Gnasher? Where did all the pouches go? We'll get some of those pouches in there. Let's figure that out. I got to bring this up and over here. Looks like we got somebody else. Yo, what's up? Welcome, yo. How are you?
Dan Fraga, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well, man. Happy Saturday to you. How you doing?
I just had a socially distanced barbecue.
How did that go?
Well, I got together with a bunch of neighbors who have been quarantined for about 3 or 4 weeks, and seeing people who have not seen anybody else makes me a lot more popular. That's what I noticed.
Interesting.
Now, the real question is, did you put the hamburger patties 6 feet apart?
I think the cows were kept 6 feet apart before they became patties. That's probably the way to describe it.
So I feel like a socially distant barbecue, you have to have a barbecue that's like 36 feet long. This is the world's largest grill.
This is amazing watching you draw gorilla. This is like some of the old Mickey Mouse cartoons where they would just draw all the circles.
Yes.
And bring everything together. I love the way, I love seeing the process for constructing the face.
Oh yeah, man. This is one of the things I do at least for Gorilla. Usually I'm using something called Procreate, but right now I'm using Photoshop. But you can see, like, if I zoom in on this eye, I'm thinking about all the stuff that makes an eye. So like the socket, we got the lid that comes up and in. This comes up and over, and then gorillas are a little different. Their sockets are a little deeper, and I always take a little bit of artistic liberty when it comes to drawing this character, because he is a character. I've got got a few photos of actual gorillas that I look at sometimes, but I still end up resorting to using my imagination when I do it.
Terrific.
Yeah, and it's all based on visualization of shapes. So I'm trying to think of this almost in like if it was made out of clay. I've even gone and made some sculptures of this character's face to kind of get an even fuller understanding of how this works.
One of the things I'm noticing, Dan, a lot of the illustrators I've seen work in Photoshop, they use Control-Z a lot. They do a lot of undos because those lines don't end up in the right spot. Yours are all exact.
It's because he's good.
I don't know if it's good. I think it just boils down to
experience,
mileage. Yeah, when I'm storyboarding and doing boards for Doom Patrol and Legacies or any other music videos that I've been doing, I have to draw. Sometimes it depends on the job. I've had jobs where I've drawn as many as 100 frames in a day, which when you have to draw that much, there's really no time. There's no time to second guess or to mess up. So I think that's where it comes from. This feels really weird drawing on this Cintiq. I haven't drawn on this Cintiq in a few years, and it's got a it's like drawing on glass, so it feels a little strange to me. My other Cintiq, like if I show you guys, this is like a really, let me get this cable out of the way. This is like a really small Cintiq right here.
Is that like the 14-inch one? No,
this is the 12-inch. I got I bought this back in late 2007, early 2008.
Oh, wow.
And then I went and I bought the 21, and this one ended up in a box for a really long time.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah, Pop.
Quick question.
Yeah.
I don't know who's controlling it, but there's an orange live and the count of the time you've been on, and it's covering half of your frame. You can't see your face at all.
Yeah, no, that they don't see that on YouTube, Dad. They don't see that. They don't.
What am I seeing?
You're in StreamYard.
I see. Okay, so
and when you're actually in StreamYard, you're going to see how long we've been live, and it's covering my face, but it doesn't.
Yeah, we're in the studio.
Yeah, we're in the studio.
The studio.
Yeah. Okay. I went over to the other tab. Yeah, I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, this is one of those graphics. And who wants to see my face anyway? You're looking at like the side of my head.
Can we hide your head? Can we hide your face, Dan?
You can.
Whatever think, Dan. I'm going to put a little pop embarrassment. Do you remember as a kid, you couldn't say gorilla, so you'd say grilla?
I don't remember that, but yeah, but grilla. Our friend, the creator of Johnny Phantasm's in the house. Let's welcome Mr. Patrick Thomas. Hey, man, how are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm trying something new. One of the reasons that I don't do a lot of drawing in StreamYard is because I couldn't figure out how to get my. I do most of my drawing on an iPad, and when I use Switcher, I can share my iPad screen, but I'm not able to use Photoshop. But I found my old Cintiq, which is this really small 12-inch Cintiq, and I'm able to do it. But I'm going through a little bit of growing pains because I haven't used this Cintiq in probably about 10 years, and I remember that my big Cintiq has a nice sort of tooth to it, so it feels like it's drawing on paper.
Yeah.
And this one, I feel kind of like I'm sliding around on a glassy surface with ice skates or something. I don't know how to explain it other than that it's almost too slippery.
So, like when you do your roughs and stuff, you do that all on iPad?
Yeah, actually, I do almost all of my pencils on the iPad.
And just, I'm assuming Procreate?
Procreate is my weapon of choice. I know there's a lot of guys who like Clip. The only thing that I really liked about Clip is the fact that the Clip iPad app and the desktop app are the same thing.
Uh-huh.
It's just that Clip for the iPad app, at least the one I have, wants to charge you $71 a year.
Gotcha.
And also, I'm not really a fan of the inking tools on Clip, and the reason for that is well, for some people they love it because it makes your inks look even better than they actually are. It does this thing where it sweetens your inks.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. Like I like inking analog because it makes things sort of crunchy. Hold on a second. I know you're a He-Man fan, so I'm gonna grab something real quick.
Uh-oh. Master at Arms, or what are we about to see?
What's that?
Master at Arms. Who's that?
I don't know who Master at Arms is. Are you talking about Man at Arms? No.
Man at Arms.
Yeah, I've got my pages from He-Man, which let me go full screen on this so you can see what they look like. Here we go. Boom. So what I did is I drew all of them on the iPad Pro. I printed them out on actual size boards because I thought I could draw quicker.
Yeah.
And then I actually ink it on the board with dipping pen. So here we got.
That's awesome.
That's the same exact process that I do, except for I actually I don't mind Clip. I like using Clip. I use Mega Pro 5.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the pencil stuff, but I found that what ended up happening is the workflow that I have in Procreate, I'm moving so fast now. The only thing I wish they had, and maybe one day they'll do this, if I could get a Bluetooth keyboard that had hotkeys, that'd be number one. The other thing that drives me absolutely insane is, let's say I make a selection, because I draw things in layers, and I always draw my characters fully on top, like one in front of the other, and then when I do my final, I erase the characters from behind. But in Photoshop, if I make a selection, like if I go into Photoshop and I make a selection like this, that selection lives in every layer that I want. So I can delete something in one layer, go into another, have that same selection, delete something in a new layer. But in Procreate, every time you do an action with a selection, if you want to do that action again, you have to remake the selection, which drives me insane. Like it makes me go a little nuts.
I have Procreate on my iPad, but I haven't messed with it a whole lot.
Oh, I love it, man. I build a lot of tools that look exactly like the ones I use in real life.
What's your desktop computer?
My desktop. Well, right now, you mean the one I'm operating on right now, or
the one that you use to do your work on?
I don't use my computer to do work on anymore. The one I used to use. Hold on a second. Mechaside, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, I got some Eon HD plates for my project. What do you recommend? I don't know what that means. Fill me in a little bit. I don't know what an Eon HD plate is. Happy to answer. Welcome, new member and alumni of the chat, Metal Movies and Brewskis. Glad to have you, man. Okay, so this is what's crazy. My desktop computer, where I do most of my storyboarding, I'm using Photoshop CS5, like an ancient version of Photoshop.
Yeah,
you guys are gonna crack up. I
like 5.
Yeah, this is a 2006 G5. And
that's cool.
14 years old.
Yeah, it's running OS 10.7.5. I'm running 10.7.5, so it's ancient.
Oh man, I got a 2008 running 10.7.5.
So you get it.
I do. Give me a second. It was interesting because you're looking to do macros, so you can stream, make your stream work better.
Yeah.
There's a program called Quick Keys.
Yeah.
that you can get. It's inexpensive, and you can actually create the macros and for each program.
But what I was talking about as far as the thing that doesn't have quick keys is Procreate, which is on my iPad. So that's where I draw. Now I end up doing almost all of He-Man I drew on the iPad. I do my comic book work on the iPad. I do all my storyboard work on the Cintiq because I can go much faster and it can be looser. But yeah, I need to just reach out to Procreate. Mechaside, let me know what those Eon HD plates are because I'm happy to answer that question for you. J Money from the house. What up, J Money?
They're comic art boards.
Oh, comic art boards. Okay. Thank you for that answer, man. What do I recommend? I recommend what makes you happy. I'm what you call an art supply slut. I will go out and I will find everything I can to try things out. But there's sort of a thing that happens. Let's just call it lock and key, right? I've got my favorite ink, which is Talons, and I've got a favorite brush pen, which is a Kuretake with this ink in it called Carbon Platinum. That Carbon Platinum works great on tons of paper, but my very favorite paper of all time, which is Fabriano Artistico, which is actually made out of cotton. It's archival and it's literally made out of cotton. It takes the Talons ink. It hates Talons ink and it hates the Carbon Platinum ink, which is really strange. But it likes the Kuretake ink, the Kuretake manga ink, which is a Kuretake 60 ink. So those two go well together. Whereas the Talons ink on the Strathmore Bristol, the Kid finish, works like a charm. So you kind of have to match your ink to your paper. So as far as those boards, if you're penciling on them, find the pencil that you like that works on it. You're gonna have to find the ink that works on it.
This is what I use.
Let's take a look. That looks very familiar. That's
the FW acrylic ink.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
This is my weapon of choice, and then my brush is you'll recognize all this stuff because this is like classic comic stuff. But
that's a Winsor Newton right there.
Well, no, this is a Raphael.
Oh, Raphael 8048.
This is a it's an 8. This one I use a lot, and then I also have I have a bigger one that I use. Here it is. Now this one's huge, but it's like so. This is a Raphael 5.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I do this.
No problem. Yeah,
but
we do that.
Yeah. But I mean, this thing right here, I can do so much with this one pen. There's one brush right here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what Joe Kubert taught me how to use this thing right here. It's like, I mean, that tip is so fine right there. And, it's like I can dip this thing and I can go all night long for one dip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's funny when it comes to brushes, I ended up having to learn my lesson the hard way. So my grandfather, when he passed away, I got a bunch of his art supplies, including a bunch of classic, like from the 70s and 80s Winsor Newtons, and I just put them away. I was buying a lot of Raphael, and then there was a sable hair shortage, but I went through and I started testing these brushes because I'm like I said, I'm slightly crazy when it comes to this stuff. And then I got to one brush. It was the Winsor Newton Series 7, number 3. And it did kind of like what you're saying with your brush, where you can go real thick, you get real thin, you can go all day with it. And I was like, holy shit, this is the brush. Like, I can't believe it. I found it. This is the one. When I do brush work, this is the only one I'm going to use. So I'm looking through How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. And it's the first chapter that I've read a million times, and I've kind of just brushed past it. And I'm going through it, and yeah, right.
I got that.
It says if you're going to use a brush, the best brush is a Winsor Newton Series 7, number 3. And it's like I've been seeing that being said my whole life, and have taken it so much for granted that it took me doing it myself to realize that it was right, you know, for at least for me. But going back to what Mechaside was saying, he said they're the boards that Brett Booth has the character on. Good night, buddy. I love you. Have a good one, dude. So here's the thing, man. What I would recommend, find the tools that you like. I have a whole thing of I can grab it real quick. Hold on. I call it the weapons of choice, just like you have. Grabbing both of these right here. So I have these. I keep them sort of portable, and like I said, when I find stuff, I don't have to tuck you in, sweetheart. You can come here and give me a kiss. Wow, she's a bossy girl. I'll be there. I'll be there in a minute. My goodness. So this right here is all of the dipping pins that I use. I got to move this cloth out. This is my rag. I keep all of my ink. I use Talon's ink, but I keep it in this, and I don't ever have it open and dip. I literally squeeze out just the right amount. And I also go to Sam's Club and I pick up these alcohol swabs. You know, yeah, and I use them. Some people, like my mother-in-law, uses those for like insulin for her dog. Her dog's got diabetes, but she uses them for that. But I use them to clean my nibs. So this is my nib array, and I've got everything in here. This is a Japanese deleter. I find I use that a lot. There's a classic 102 in here, which is sort of what almost everybody uses. Scott Williams, Eric Larson, Todd McFarlane. There's a Gelati 850, which is another one that Scott Williams uses. I did almost everything in my comic book called The Grave with a 104. I really love the 104. They're hard to get. They're very expensive. This one in the middle here with the blue with the cap on it, it's called a G pen. I use that sometimes too. The Japanese, I feel like they've upped their game. A lot of the hunts stuff that I've gotten in the past, I can get maybe a page and a half out of it before it gets dull and lame. The deleters, I can get 10 pages out of with no problem. And then here's the other one. Hopefully stuff doesn't fall out. This is the analog super pack. This is my whiteout. I also carry a little straight edge, and these are great. You guys, if you get a straight edge, get these because you can line all your parallels up using the lines underneath. Let me make sure this stuff doesn't fall out. But okay, here we go. So this here is the pencil array, and this is almost all of the type of pencils I use. My favorite brand is Pentel. This is a 3, a 5. This is a 5, 7, and a 9. This one's a big cedar lead holder. This one holds. You could see how big and chunky that lead is. Like when I get gestural, the one in red is a 03. These also have like different grades of lead in them. I need to find this. Actually makes me sad. I've had this pencil here my entire career. Like I've had this pencil for 30 years. I penciled almost everything I did at Image with this one, but it's kind of bumming me out. The tip here is missing, which I'm gonna have to find out which one of my kids did that. Pigma Microns, which is sort of a industry standard before Copics, and now a lot of people are using the Faber-Castell Pitt pens. These are my Kuretake brush pens. I didn't want them to fall out, and then these are all a bunch of pens. But that's how we get going, guys. You guys talk amongst yourselves for about 2 minutes because I've got to go tuck in my 9-year-old who said yes you are, and she gave me a dirty look. So I got to do what she says. She's the boss. Art T-Bear's in the house. We got one more seat. Art T-Bear, master artist, supreme inker of all things. Here's the thing. If you want to come in, let me know. See, Mechaside says bring Art T-Bear in. Art, if you want to come in, You have a spot. I'm gonna go stop.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, Pop.
Yeah, I have a few things to do, so if there's somebody else there, I'll butt out and somebody could take my spot.
Yeah, well, we've got an empty spot right now, so if
you do have. Okay,
yeah,
well, I'll hold on a little bit longer, but I do have to get things done.
Okay, you mean you gotta go take a dump?
No. Things didn't get done around the house. I'd say I'm going to take a dump.
Right.
It is what it is.
Apex asks, where can you purchase a Windsor Newton Series 7 number 2? That's a great question. Let's try to find it real quick. Windsor. Well, actually, let's go to Art Supply Warehouse real quick. Art Supply Warehouse.
The inevitable question: does Amazon carry anything like that?
They do, but I'd rather go somewhere like Art Supply Warehouse. So
keep them in business, sure.
Well, it's my favorite place. Art's lucky because he lives near Art Supply Warehouse. I really wish I did. Still, it was in Westminster. It's where I used to shop. They're in California. I still shop. Windsor and Newton Series 7. So I probably spelled it wrong too. Windsor, I think, has a D in it.
It'll be INDSOR. Yes, Windsor.
Yeah. I'm terrible that way. No, but I spelled it right. There you go. Look at that. Oh. We have a bunch of Series 7 right here, so you can get a round size.
Oh, it's Windsor.
Yeah. Here's your Series 7 2 right here, a 2 round. So go to Art Supply Warehouse. It's easy as that, Art to Bear, don't be a traitor, bro. You saying Blick? Go to Blick. We're local. Art, man. If you haven't been, if you live in Orange County, and if you haven't been to Art Supply Warehouse,
cool.
You definitely need to go because there's a guy there that orders stuff named Owen. Owen is the man, and if it's not there on their site, Owen will find it for you. He gets me all my 104s, which is pretty damn cool. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I need about 2 minutes to tuck in the 8, almost 9-year-old, or I'm gonna get killed. So you guys come up with something cool, and I'll be back and look forward to catching up. So
one thing, Dan,
yeah.
Hug and kiss from Grandpa.
For sure. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
How's the lockdown going on around you guys up here in Toronto, Canada? It looks like it's slowly going to be lifting in the next couple of weeks.
Really, that quick? Yeah.
I live in Florida, and it's getting pretty light too. I mean, I was just at the beach, like not even an hour ago, for a sunset, and the beach was packed with people. And ice cream shops were open, and people were out enjoying themselves. But in the county that I live, I mean, I think out of like 300,000 people, there's only maybe about 100 confirmed cases and maybe like 3 or 4 deaths. Like it's nothing crazy.
Yeah, we have lots of empty hospital beds, lots of them.
Yeah, good. I mean, it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, like the hospital in our town actually had to start letting people go because they were so like people aren't going in for regular procedures right now. Like my mom has an esophagus stomach issue right now that she has to get dealt with, but she's 73 and she wants to stay away from a hospital as much as possible right now. So a lot of hospitals aren't doing their usual
electives, yeah.
And so like they're having to let people go because it's still a business.
Yep.
Where do you live?
One way or the other. Huh?
Oh, where do you live?
I live about 35 miles from San Francisco.
Okay, and how's it over there?
Last week they had gone up a little bit. Crazy governor had put all beaches off because people were not obeying the thing. Now he's made an adjustment to that, and now it's just going to be the beaches down in the LA area.
Yeah.
But people they were totally ignoring it, and you'd see people 2 or 3 feet from each other, and come on, people. They don't understand that if something breaks loose, everything that we've done so far will be wiped off, and you'll start back at square one, and that's not good.
Hey, I want to welcome D. Kanan to the panel. Welcome, D. Kanan, man. Welcome to the Couch Doodle Show. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Doing great, man. Thank you.
Excellent.
Coming for a visit. Good to have you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me. Sorry?
No, go ahead.
I'm actually working on another Black Flag fan art for you.
Awesome.
I don't know if you remember. I did one for you a couple of weeks ago.
Well, what handle do you go by?
What you see on the screen, actually.
Okay. Which
right on, Anthony Perrone.
Which character was it?
Sniper.
Oh yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, he was against that wall with the.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, your style is incredible, dude.
Thanks, man.
There was one thing I wanted to show you.
Yep.
And maybe you know it, or maybe you did it on purpose. When you had the machine guns, you had the glow, but the glow was under the line art.
Yeah.
Do you know how to do the glow on top of the line art?
No, actually, I was kind of struggling with that.
I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you right now. You ready?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Okay, you're going to dig this, dude. Okay, so let me delete this gorilla real quick.
After all that work,
it doesn't matter, Pop. It doesn't matter. No, this is good because it's Dave, right? David?
Yeah, David.
Yeah, your work is so freaking awesome.
Thanks.
That something like this would help elevate it. So let's say right now I've got I'm gonna put this black square in right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna come in and reduce the opacity on it because I'm gonna put a machine gun in there shooting, and then we'll pull out the thing. So let's say here's the gun like this, and there's the barrel doing this. There's the edge of the barrel. This is going to be real sloppy, but this is more to sort of show you the way of doing this. So then put a little bit of the blast there, a little bit of blast, blah blah blah, blast.
I've never really colored anything until like maybe a year ago.
Well, dude, those colors were epic.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I was doing storyboarding for advertising, and then they asked me to do colors one day, and I said, yeah, sure.
Who are you?
Even though I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Are you repped by anybody?
I am, yeah.
Who are you with? Are you with like Frameworks?
Storyboards Inc.
Okay, Storyboards. Yeah. Okay, so here's a gun blasting away. Let me see if I can show you. Let me bring these over here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to create a new layer.
This can be done in Procreate too, right?
Yeah, you can do it in Procreate.
Okay.
If this was Procreate and you create a new layer, the main thing you need to see is the mode. Okay,
right.
The mode you want is screen. Okay,
that's what I was trying to use, but I couldn't get the color to pop properly.
And you want to have that screen on top of your line art layer. So I'm going to go grab this sort of orangey red color real quick, and I'm going to turn my brush into an airbrush. I'm going to bring the opacity down on my airbrush a little bit, but you'll see that it'll go over the line art.
Does the background have to be a dark color?
No, I'm just doing that so you can see how it goes over. But you see,
yeah.
So it's just you use screen on a new layer. That's all it is. You just make sure it's on top of the line art.
True. Yeah, that'll definitely help. You want to see what I'm working on right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Just pop your screen up and we can do share screen.
Well, I have it on my iPad. So
yeah. Let me come over here and hold it up.
I know he's called Sniper, but I put it with a Gatling gun, and there's gonna be a.
That's amazing. Yeah, he's not called Sniper because he's a sniper. He's called Sniper because his last name is Snipes.
That's like Wesley.
Yeah. What up, Mogwai? Dude, that looks good.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's gonna have a busted up city in the background, like like Akira style.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, I gotta talk to you like when I start like I start getting some of my the funds from the campaign in June, and I'm gonna be hiring guys to do like ups and things like that because we're doing. If we hit that 150,000 stretch goal, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create this thing called the Reunion Book, which is gonna have Shelby Robertson, Carl Altstetter, Pat Lee, Dietrich Smith, Logan Libera, all the guys. But I'm also wanting to bring in new guys, so it's the old guard and the new guard. I would love to have you be part of that,
bro. I love drawing your characters, man. I love
the way you draw them. So that's that's fantastic.
Yeah, man. My DMs are always open, man.
Awesome. That's
you
great.
Know, I actually met you once.
Where
I'm in Toronto, but you came to Toronto at a convention, like '94 or something.
Oh, geez.
Funny that's where I met Pat Lee.
Oh yeah, okay.
I know that convention. I was there with Stephen Platt.
Nice. Actually,
what's Stephen Platt doing these days?
Got some Soul Saga here.
Oh, there we go.
I think there's a Pat Lee cover actually.
Dan, do you still talk to Stephen Platt?
I talked to him about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I talked to him maybe 3 or 4 times a year. Not often. He's busy, but I talked to him for about.
What is he doing?
He's storyboarding movies. He was directing some stuff too. Baz is asking, did I work with Roger Cruz at Extreme? Roger Cruz worked for Extreme, but I never worked with him. He's going through a place called Glass House Productions, which was sort of ran by a guy named Dave Campitti. And Dave was the liaison between the Brazilians. So they had like Mike Deodato, Roger Cruz, couple other guys. I forget their names, but I never got to talk to Roger. Thought he was talented. Thought he did a great. He was a master chameleon. Very good at pulling styles off that were you could barely tell that it wasn't the person he was aping. So he was doing like Youngblood and like a Joe Mad sort of vibe. Mm-hmm. Let me see what I missed in the chat while I was away tucking the baby in. Anthony Perone says, "Did I hear my name?" Yeah, man. That's what happens. You say it 3 times and you show up like Beetlejuice. Let's see. Lake Higgs says he's trying to download karaoke music for his dad. Just look for instrumentals. That's all you got to do. Just type in instrumentals. Dan likes to confuse. I know not what you speak of, my friend, but yes, I do. Okay, let's see more questions. Hey guys, long time. Fragaboom fan wanted to remind you in demand store for Sea Dog. That's right. You guys check out Sea Dog. He was over there. Mark was over there on John Malin's channel talking about that. So take a look at that. It closes tonight at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So you guys got another 5 hours before that happens. Definitely get on that. Get on it. And let's take a look at Johnny Phantasm. Hey, Dad, you need to take off because Death Metal Heroes in the green room.
Good timing, very good timing. Great, guys. Hey, it's been fun, but I got to run. Thanks so much.
All right.
Good luck to everybody.
Right,
catch you later.
Bye. Okay. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in the ring in the Death Metal Hero. What's up, buddy? How are you? Your microphone is real quiet.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a lot more quiet than usual. How you feeling, man? You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing
all right. There you go. Now you're sounding good.
Okay. Yeah.
Man,
it's still pretty quiet though.
Yeah, I ended up having to. I took a big hot. Don't mean to make you guys visualize this, but I took a big hot bath after the pork extravaganza.
I thought you were going to say big hot dump.
Yeah,
totally not where I thought you were going, man. Much better. Continue.
Big stack of gravy.
No, Cleveland steamer.
I did. That's so funny. My buddy Josh, he reads books to kids on Instagram. He's a voiceover guy, and he was reading The Little Train That Could, and I kept saying, "Tell him about the Cleveland steamer." Yeah, man. But I got out of the bath, and I was just like, I need to lay down, and I fell asleep for like 4 hours, like just out.
And then you woke up to that whirlwind that's happening right now.
Oh yeah, that was I know what you're talking about, the green room.
Oh my god, it's like I went away. I woke up to it. I was tagged in something, and it was like a big mess.
Yeah.
It took me like I was trying to catch up or read it, and then I was hanging out with the family, and then it's like I've already missed like 100 like tweets and messages. I can't even keep up. But I saw you were in there too, Death Metal.
What was it? State Gate? What was going on?
No, he's a different Death Metal. This is a different Death Metal.
It is?
That one's Deadwood Dale. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You're talking about Black Metal Cowboy.
Yeah, exactly. So,
okay.
So the discussion that is being had, and it's an interesting one. We don't need to go too under the hood. Is that the Breitweisters have put out new comics.
It's the Walmart thing, right?
And like it's sort of weird because and I've had a lot of talks offline about this.
Controversial.
Initially, you go, well, there's so many. It's so complex. Take out who's doing it and all that. The deal that is at Walmart is that those things are 100% returnable, right? So whatever they don't sell, they have to give back. And when you have 70% of Walmart's buying them, you better sell through. Otherwise, you're going to get a big kick in the shorts. Now, talking about Allegiance Arts in general, I can't 100% sign off on this, but the word on the street is that when you bring your book over there, you basically give up your ownership and you throw it into this pot where you share on profits. Like everybody shares on everybody. So if the thing does well, everybody does well, but you basically give up your ownership in order to be part of this crew. And the plus is you get into Walmart, but the minus is that if everything's returnable, you're splitting profits on nothing. So that to me, that's a big issue. But then the issue that Patrick's bringing up, which is a really big one, and it's another one that like I've heard regarding Liefeld's Brigade campaign that he put out in 2013, is that backers. This is I'll just say it. Backers should get their shit first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The end. Yep. And in the case with Liefeld, backers still haven't got their books, and he would go to conventions with these books and sell the books at shows. Meanwhile, people weren't getting them, so that it was making people upset.
Yeah.
In regard to the Breitweisters, they've been waiting for Red Rooster. Backers have been waiting for Red Rooster patiently. There you go. Death Metal Hero's been waiting for it, and Walmart's getting it first. Yeah. And what's happening is that the Breitweisters, while on one hand are working to do a good thing, get comics into the stores and all of that, the people that they ended up basically thrown under the bus are the backers. Yeah. And backers aren't happy. And, people that worked on those books are kind of in a rock and a hard place because they're excited that they're now in Walmart. Yeah. But they're also getting kind of blasted by the backers. And the backers
is it War Campaign that's coming after them? Is that what it is?
I don't know if it's War Campaign. I know that it's fans, but I'll tell you, I would tell you that War Campaign, RCG, and War Campaign are some of our most loyal fans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I totally understand people getting pissed about that. I mean, it just like I woke up in the middle of it, and it took me just so long just to kind of piece it together what was happening.
Yeah.
And then like someone got doxxed, and then they're getting mad because someone got doxxed, and then someone couldn't get a return, and it was like, I don't know. It was like I woke up at 12:30, right in the middle of all of it. It was very confusing to me.
It was. Same thing. I took a bath. I took a nap. I woke up, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
So we're probably going to lose a bunch of people in the chat. I don't mind sending you guys over there, but Ethan is live right now. So if you guys want to check him out, or if you want to keep two windows open, one of the things I recommend is just go over there and drop a Fragaboom on him. I know he loves it. I know he loves that shit. So now that I got this screen thing working, what I'm thinking of doing, and you guys in the chat, tell me what you think about this idea. Here, Dumb's name says, I'm a backer and I'm fine with getting to Walmart first. See, that's the thing, is there people are of two minds about it. Like
I'm
Jude,
jealous.
yeah, Jude is saying I'm not war campaigning.
Well, hold on. Before I might be. I don't have the full story, but I just was checking out the Indiegogo on that.
Yeah,
and I think Mitch was saying that there is something that the backers are getting first,
which is
I got a postcard.
Didn't they get a digital copy?
I think okay. So this is what he said, because someone said here, I'm confused. This is one of the top comments. I'm confused. Are those of us still patiently waiting for Red Rooster getting a different book from the one that's available at Walmart on May 5th? And then Mitch said, the 68-page Golden Age special that we are finishing later this spring constitutes the first of 3 episodes of what will be released in Walmart, with the 3rd episode being released in September. The IGG special will deliver well in advance. It will be square-bound with gold foiled cover and will have exclusive content in the back matter. It comes hand-signed with exclusive campaign items like a sticker and trading cards, and will be printed in much lower quantities on premium paper.
Yeah.
okay.
And
So
I'm totally okay with that.
That seems pretty reasonable, except the only part is that the book is late, is all get up, and it's late and been delayed because priorities were made to do this.
Yeah, I definitely think that the optics on it are probably not great.
That's exactly
yeah.
Right.
I think that's the main thing, is the fact that I think technically he's going to deliver. From what he's saying, it sounds like he's going to deliver and do right by his people. But the optics of it, from unless you're following every single update, the optics of it look like, he threw over his own base for Walmart. So I could see the optics on that not being great.
Right. Yeah, I think that's the issue, man. Oh, EVS sent me a link. Says lock it up. So. I'll probably be heading over there. So before we do that, I want to let you guys know that now that we have this, I'm putting my hand over here like you can see my hand from that monitor. Now that I have the ability to do this, we're going to do a lot more of drawing, and I'm going to be doing a lot more tutorials. Going to be doing a lot more live stream as far as showing you how I do stuff like right now, one of my favorite things to draw, and I fill my sketchbooks with this stuff, are torsos. You can see how fast I go and draw one. But I like doing the bend, so if this is the pelvis here, I'll do a bend and a twist. So this is facing this way and this is facing this way. That kind of stuff. But what does he says? Hail Caesar Caligula says EVS is sniping you, brother. Yeah, it happens. I don't mind. In fact,
what up, E?
last night, which was really hilarious, is we were streaming, drinking and streaming, and getting crazy, and we had maybe maybe 60 people. And Ethan was going, and then I checked in, and I saw that he had killed his stream. And next thing I know, we have like 160 people. So we share a lot of the same audience.
Yeah, he's watching us. That's funny.
Oh, that's awesome, man. We're gonna come over and see you, Ethan. Give me a minute, but I want to thank everybody that's part of the panel. I want to thank the chat. We are on our way. Let's take a look one more time at the Indiegogo. I also want to take a look at Johnny Phantasm. Show you guys Patrick's cool book. I'm a backer. I wish I was backed it sooner than I did. That's how much I dig it. Let's see. There's Black Flag. Let me bring this over here. We're still at 90,245.
That's good. You're killing it, though.
It's a great number, man. We're aiming for 100, so I can start wearing that bunny suit.
6 figures, young lady. Six
figures, and then all I have to do. What I have to do here is look up JOHNNY.
And I'm creeping up slowly behind you. I'm pacing myself.
How often do people say Black Frag as opposed to Black Flag?
They say a lot of things. Sometimes they forget the L. They're just being crazy. So you guys need to check out. Oh
That's
no,
cool.
I didn't ask for that, Siri. Hey Siri, stop. She's like, here's the process by Goody Mob. I'm like, I didn't ask for that. So check out Johnny Phantasm, 1977, issues 1 through 3, 24 pages each, to your door for $15. Here's the featured full house, which is really dope. I paid for the Casino Royale. I think it's a wonderful deal. I know we're going to be talking, Patrick. I'm going to show you the He-Man pages I have because I really, really want this cover. I want
What did
this
I
cover.
do?
This cover right here. What do you mean? What'd you do? What happened?
Whoops.
You all right?
Yeah. Sorry. I think I unhit a comment that was hidden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This here says Black Frag was a character in one panel of a Gen 13 comic. Well done, Delta Spurg. In fact, I've been featured in a couple of comics. I was featured in Cyberfrog #2 as myself. I was featured in Gen 13 as a buffoon that was made fun of. And then, of course, I had to kill J. Scott Campbell in Black Flag #4 because of it. It was the Biggie Pac beef, except we were doing it with our pencils, man. Really stupid shit. Anyway, you guys definitely check out Johnny Phantasm.
Thank you, sir.
I think this is just an incredible deal. I like your merch too. The stickers and cards are great. The baseball card's real cool. That looks like something I'd want to put on a wall. What's the name of this character? Is his name Johnny Phantasm?
Yep, that's Johnny Phantasm right there. Well, he starts off as he's just like a Greek mobster called Johnny Don't Care. And then when he gets possessed, he turns into Johnny Phantasm.
Yeah. I love it. I can't wait to get mine. Spirit Car says, get over there and sell some books. Yeah, I got to sell some books. Baby needs shoes. And I need to be rocking the pink bunny suit. So I'll see you guys over there. I'll be over there in a couple of minutes. I got to end up turning this over and putting the lights on so it looks smooth.
Yeah. Hey, Dan, when you're over there, if he needs an extra person, I'm hanging around. Tell him.
Yeah, I'll let him know. Definitely, bro. Good having everybody here. It was a nice short 57-minute thing, but now we have a second screen, which means we're going to be doing a lot more drawing, which is really one of the things I like to do. Thank you so much. We are going to be ending the broadcast. I might be back here later. Depends on how much energy I have, which is probably a lot because I slept for 4 hours. I feel recharged. You guys be well. We'll see you on the flip. Peace.